McCann. I'm the director of Dance in the Parks. I'm here with Emily Stein, a choreographer of Outside the Lines for our 2012 summer season. Emily she teaches at Columbia College. She's an excellent teacher. And you have an upcoming project, am I right? An intensive?
Yes. I'm doing a one-week intensive with Paige Cunningham Calderella called Ballet Lab. It's coming up July 30th through August 3rd. And you can go to www.balletlab.com and sign up.
And so what are you doing in the
lab?
We're
doing classes, 2 classes, one with me, one with Paige each day, and then some rehearsal time, so we'll be starting some new work. There will be potential performance opportunities in the future coming from this, hopefully, and there'll be a sharing on the last day showing.
Cool.
Informal.
Awesome. Cool. That should be fun.
Yeah.
We like working with you. You're easy.
Thanks.
Painless process. Painless.
You guys are
so, there you go. And so this piece that you're working with us, Outside the Lines, it's new. Brand spanking.
Brand spanking new.
Yes.
Brand spanking new. And it's just really just a dance. It's about the idea of en dehors, or outside in ballet, and I just took that and played with it in improvisation and with you guys, and yeah, it's turned out really well. I'm excited.
Yeah. And it's fun. And we've had some ones that are hard to cram into the brain, but I'm finding this one much easier.
Good. I'm glad to
Which
hear
is
that.
good because, oh my gosh, we have 2 days of rehearsal after this before the show, so. It's good. A nice, easy one.
Excellent.
Great.
Excellent.
All right, so time for our 9 questions
Okay,
that we're
I'm
asking
ready.
all of our artists. Emily, what's your hometown?
I grew up in Buffalo, New York.
Upstate.
Yes, beautiful upstate.
Excellent. All right, and what neighborhood of Chicago do you currently live in?
Currently, I live in Roscoe Village. Been there for about 15 years.
Nice. It's a good neighborhood.
It is a good neighborhood.
I like it. Great. What is your favorite guilty pleasure song?
Oh, I had to think about this one. I came up with a song from the 80s called Rhythm of the Night by a band called DeBarge. That's my favorite guilty pleasure song. Used to dance to it in college many years ago.
Awesome. That is a good one. 80s music. 80s music. It's the good stuff. What was your worst ever side job?
Oh, that's hard to say.
You've had so many, or you've had so few?
No, I've worked a lot of retail, and it's been a long time, so it's definitely something in retail. I worked at Starbucks for a while, which in some ways was not horrible, but was really a lot of work.
Sure.
And then I would go to ballet class and sweat coffee after having had to be at Starbucks at 5:30 in the morning.
Yummy.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
bet everybody loved the bat. That's good. But I mean, to their credit, they give you insurance.
That's
if you
why I
work
did
enough
it.
hours.
Yep.
Side jobs, or if you get the good ones,
Yeah.
they're worth it.
It wasn't so bad.
Yes. Well, that's good. But good that you haven't had to do that
In a while.
Good. What is your favorite non-dance activity?
Besides eating, I would have to say, and sleeping. Eating and sleeping. I guess those aren't really hobbies, though. I would have to say cooking. I love to cook.
There's a lot of that going around in the Dance in the Parks family.
Cooking.
Lots of people like cooking.
Surfing for recipes. And
Nice. That's good. Do you ever just make it up? Like, oh, this is in the kitchen. I will make
frequently.
it up.
Frequently.
That's my favorite kind.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't work out. So
It's like improvisational.
but that's okay. I like it. Find out what you like. What is the worst advice that you ever got?
Oh, I remember my ballet teacher when I was growing up, and she said, you shouldn't drink cold water during class because you might have a heart attack. Go figure.
Oh,
Makes
it
sense,
doesn't make any
physiologically,
sense.
and you should really actually be drinking water during class. Just
Warm,
so you know.
lukewarm, cold, whatever.
Right.
Drink water.
Yeah, so that was definitely the worst advice.
Does it fill your heart up? Like
I don't know. I never quite understood where they came up with it.
Old medicine.
Old
Yeah,
school.
yeah. Okay, so ignore that. What was the best advice you ever got?
Well, the best advice was from a cousin of mine who's a visual artist. And she said to me, every day you have to make the little yes decisions. And basically what she was saying is put one foot in front of the other. And don't worry about the big things all at once. Just make the little yes decision. Yes, I'll go to class today. Yes, I'll remember that choreography.
Right,
sort of thing.
Right.
Just little things one at a time.
Yeah.
I think it's great advice.
It is, because the big picture is sometimes completely.
Absolutely.
But-
Absolutely. And then you turn around and you've been someplace because you kept going forward.
Yeah.
A little bit at a time.
That's great
Yeah.
advice. For everybody.
Everybody.
Yes, decisions. All right, what attribute do you most admire in other people?
I think, well, I have 2. Is that cheating?
No.
I think compassion and a good work ethic. Those are probably the 2 most important things. And I think if you are a compassionate person, then you're going to be honest and you're going to be straightforward because that's what it means.
Yeah.
And the work ethic thing, yeah. If you can talk a good game but you can't actually show up, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for me.
Because at some point someone's going to ask you to actually do something.
Right, right. And you're going to have to actually do it.
Yeah. So you might as well practice.
Mm-hmm.
Those are great. Yeah. All right, last one.
Okay.
One live performance moment that affected you. Your own or something you saw.
One that is so hard. To think of one moment, I don't know if I can do that, but I can think of sort of one transition that happened to me as a performer as I got more experienced and I started to feel like I was actually completely awake on stage all the time and aware and present. And some of that came from just experience and some of it came from working with Deborah and doing a lot of improvisation and actually practicing that and then applying it in sort of more set traditional choreography.
Sure.
And all of a sudden I was like, oh wow, this is actually more fun than I thought. Not that it wasn't fun before, but just that ability to actually be fully present in every moment you're on the stage is incredible. And then also, I think that made me capable of seeing that in other performers as well.
Sure. And it does make a huge difference.
Absolutely.
From an audience's standpoint when you are, whether they know what it is or not.
Right, exactly.
When that, I mean, it doesn't matter what the steps are, but if you have that artist who's there and making you pay attention, they could just stand there and you'd be like,
exactly.
what is next?
I always say to my students, that's why we call it stage presence.
Yeah.
Because they're present.
Yeah, it's true. And even if they can't name it,
Exactly.
that's what it is.
Exactly. And just being aware when they watch other performances, you know that dancer that you can't stop looking at, but you can't quite figure out why. That's why.
That's why. Yeah.
Awesome.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're
Emily,
welcome.
for your
It's been
interview
great.
and your piece, and we're gonna go knock out this last
The last minute and a half.
We're excited. All right. Well, thank you for being a part of it.
You're
this
welcome.
year.
It's been great. Thank
and
you.
all of you, come to the park.
Come to the park.
Watch website danceintheparks.org. Find the park near you.